So how we're going to start this, this is going to be completely unconnected to the last one, because that way it can be very concentrated and shorter. You don't have to worry about any overarching goals. So the way we're going to play this is you are 5 adventurers who are currently sitting in the tavern. You're sitting in a tavern in a city called Fatal. And you do not know each other. You've all sat down. It's a very crowded tavern. And there was one table open with 5 chairs. So you've all sat down simultaneously. And you've decided to share some of your adventuring stories. And someone decides that they're going to speak up and explain who they are and what are some of the amazing things that they have done.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Do whatever you want. It is far more fun.
Okay. My, you are a lovely lady.
No.
Oh my god.
No.
Well, sneak attack.
Go, guys.
I bet you would like to come back tonight with the great Met Mutark. Oh my god, I realize what his name is.
I know what his name is.
I have won the world over. The hearts of millions. With my lute, flute, and beautiful skills.
Can I turn into a wolf right now and bite his face? Can I do that?
I support this decision.
Can I do that? Can I please do that? I'm being 100% serious. Can I do that?
Can you change into a wolf? Is that
And
part
bite
of
his
your
face.
and is that part of your abilities?
Yes.
Then yeah, you can change into a wolf, sure.
I will turn into a wolf and I will bite his face.
So right in the middle of the tavern, everyone is drinking, having a good time. There is this miraculous swirl of energy at the middle table, and one of the patrons instantly becomes a wolf, snarling and howling at the person that's making advances on them.
Ah, a bitch. Well, okay. Well, Dame, you would do just as well.
God! And I have a cunning plan. I am actually a male elf ranger.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm kind of into that too, but...
Okay. So, Met...
I mean, he used the word correctly.
You just got your
That's my favorite part of this, thank you.
Yeah!
Okay, so Met makes some advances and gets shut down.
Pretty harshly.
The wolf, after making some snarling motions, causes Met to sit down, transforms back into a human, and announces herself.
Bark.
You're back to being human.
I know.
You choose to say bark.
Bark.
The druid.
I've never been so talked down to in my entire life.
The druid known only as.
Ow! I actually ran over my foot with the chair.
Okay. Wow. I'm writing down who these party members are. Met and Bark. Sitting in a pub.
Mutark, and don't you forget it.
No. Met and Bark. Your name reminds me of the character from Spaceballs. Bark.
Bark, yeah.
Oh, nice.
John Candy's
Come on,
character.
Bark. Okay.
Not in here, mister. This is a Mercedes.
Noticing that there's already been some frustration at the table, the dark gray rogue fellow stands to his feet and announces his name.
I'm not even sure if I should tell you my real name, because apparently this is the wrong table to be sitting at. You can call me Tyr. I'm on your side. I'm just going to say that right now, because I don't want to have any trouble with anyone else.
Tears don't exist.
I can tear you a new one, though, if you'd like.
I will cry manly tears.
And bloody ones at that, so you might want to be careful.
Wow.
TYR, in case you're trying to spell
Can I
it.
still bite him?
There's been already some extreme hostility at the table. The large human barbarian sitting in the corner kindly decides to speak up and mention who they are.
Me?
Yeah.
Wow. All of a sudden.
Well, howdy.
Damn. Well, Usually I don't like to get involved in these sort of things. I was kind of just coming in here to get a couple of pasties and just some ketchup, and then I'll just be on my way. But somehow I found myself sitting here.
It's a crowded bar. What do you expect?
Pretty much par for the course. I guess I could say I've seen worse.
You've seen worse than someone turning into a werewolf to try to kill a bard.
Yes.
Look, I know everyone shits on bards all the time, but maybe that might have been a little extreme. Still a good plan, but maybe a little extreme.
That's true. Well, what I saw a couple weeks ago was that exact thing. I saw.
So this is deja vu, is what you're saying.
It's really weird, because
Does this happen to you on a regular basis?
it actually does. I've tried using it to win the lottery and stuff like that, but it never works when I do
What's the
that.
lottery?
Yeah, good question.
It sounds like a scam.
It's like this thing they have back in my village. We all draw straws, and then whoever loses gets to be the dinner for that week, so... I don't know. I haven't been picked yet, which is
What's
kind of
best in
surprising.
life? Not getting eaten.
I volunteer as tribute.
Yeah, those people, they're out of control. But they're my friends. I have to stay with them. What can I say?
Tim, did you announce your name?
I did not. My name is Django Ballhair.
Django.
Not to be
Ballhair.
confused with Django Fett, who is a character in a movie. I'm real.
Okay.
I drink from Pikachu cups.
What's a Pikachu? What's a cup?
It's like a cell phone.
Oh,
The lake is my cup.
Holy crap, you can speak
well.
English.
Bark.
Finally, the last your mail.
I'm gonna be male.
Okay, the last.
Can you change on the fly? Or did you just lock in?
No, I locked in.
Okay, and you decide to stand and announce yourself, trying to scatter this clutter of discussion.
I'm Baldric. I have a cunning plan. I am from the Baldrics. We are the tribe of Baldrics.
I hope your cunning
Did I
plan.
mention the Baldrics? Sorry.
I am Baldric.
I hope your cunning plan wasn't to sit at this table because it's been a pretty bad plan so far.
Ooh, boy.
As the five of you are sitting there, you notice that there is one of the bartenders kind of going.
Bartenders.
I swear to God, bartenders kind of going from table to table, looking around, talking to folks for just a few seconds, and then moving on. Finally, he walks up to your table, a little hesitant to approach because you seem to be having some problems. There's been a few patrons already leave after they saw one of the members of the table turn into a wolf briefly. It was very frightening to them. So the man approaches, a very short half-elf, and he says, "Hello, excuse me, couldn't help but notice you all seem like you're very well-off individuals, fighters, but perhaps you could maybe hear me out on something?"
My autograph? Certainly.
I'm sorry, I don't know you. Are you...
It's 5 gold and I'll stab him.
I might take you up on that, sir.
Right, thank you.
My name is Devere, and we seem to have quite a problem in one of our neighboring towns. I was kind of hoping that you might be able to hear me out on my troubles.
Sure. What's going on?
What else are we gonna do?
What was that?
Bork.
Oh, you were the wolf, that's right. Okay, so
Don't mind her. Don't mind her. Give her some time.
here in Thadal, you are currently at the Thadal pub, but there is a sister location down the road at a city called Fadal.
Does your brother run it?
Why, yes. Yes, he does. Do you know his name?
No, but I am familiar with the family that seems to run all the pubs around here.
Oh, my brother is Bavel.
Bavel. Okay.
We are having some problems over in the town of Fadal, because in Fadal there are a group of ruffians causing all sorts of trouble. Perhaps it may be worth your while to investigate and remove the ruffians. We would pay you very handsomely.
Let me at him. I'll fuck him up. Excuse my language.
Can I drink my drink first before he goes and destroys everything?
Certainly. I'm sure you're all very familiar with Fado. I'm sure you look like you've traveled the areas. What are some of the things you've heard of the city?
It's very big.
Fado is very big, yes. It's a very big city. What else have you heard?
It's beneficial to the right people.
Yes, very prosperous for some. What have you heard of Fado?
People.
People! It has people in it.
We're doing world building, and I'm crossing my fingers. I'm like, please God.
They exist now. The people, they're very divided, very split.
Ah, the divided, yes. There are very much division between the two factions, yes.
Yes.
What else have you heard of Fado? Here's your chance to make anything happen in
This
Fado.
might be the time you want to speak English.
It has meats.
Yes, they are known for their meat production. That's true. Yes, lots of meat. Yes. Do you remember what kind of meat specifically?
Tasty meat.
Everything. Children.
Yes,
Children.
That is why the two factions are fighting, because
Over
one of
the
them,
children's
one of them
meat?
eat children. Yes, that is exactly a lot of stuff going on in Fado.
That's probably why I'm not usually there.
And what have you heard of Fado?
I've heard the governor is very unfair.
Yes, and that's because he's aligned with that one faction,
The red faction.
the Red faction.
The red faction.
And the Red faction, I can't remember. I don't travel there often. Are those the one that eat children or don't eat children?
They don't eat children.
Okay, so the Red
Wait,
faction.
that's the bad faction?
Okay, I remember now. Silly me. I need to talk to Bavel more. The Red faction, which is where the governor is, they don't like to eat the children, and they're mad at the other faction in the town because they really like eating children. There's a lot of shit going down in Fado.
You see, the children, they're very high in fiber.
That's true. That's exactly their reasoning.
The red faction is so red because they're getting constipated out of not having the fiber, so
That's true.
the stuff coming out of them is red.
Okay, so what's going to happen here is I'm going to give each of you 10 gold so you can
More.
make an intimidation roll. Roll d20, add any intimidation bonus you have.
I know it's intimidation bonus, or just standard
Is that
proficiency.
skills, Steven?
Wait, where is it?
Oh, does it not tell you on these sheets?
The under skills,
Does it tell you?
it says proficiencies plus 2 proficiency bonus, and then saving throws and skills.
Let me see your sheet.
Right here.
Oh, I see it. Thanks. Nothing.
What would it be under otherwise?
Let me see how this is laid out because I haven't looked at this at all. That is strength. Intimidation is a strength check, so you would just do the +1 under the strength thing.
You mean a -1?
Oh yeah, yours is +1. Yours is -1.
Crap.
You're a hippie. You're a little less intimidating. So make an intimidation.
I'm a very, very.
Intimidating.
And sell me on the intimidation. I think 10 gold is plenty. So we're gonna give
Excuse me, the lovely lady here. She just merely wants to make ends meet. So,
I'll knock him unconscious for 2 more gold.
I want to roll charisma.
Okay, you're trying to uptalk me. Sure, give me a charisma roll.
14 plus 3.
Meat.
The lovely lady here. You see, she's very eager to meet you.
I do love a good wordplay.
Jolly good.
Okay.
A great pun is its own
15
reward.
gold for each of you. And whenever you complete the task, please come back here and I will pay out the rest. So you are now sitting in the crowded bar of Thadal. You're going to, it's currently about 7 p.m. You have to decide exactly what you're going to do. You can probably make it to Fatal. You're all very aware of the town's presence. You can probably make it there by daybreak if you start now.
Do it.
Yeah.
If you want to jump
Yes.
out to Thadal.
More.
Did you get miniatures of some sort for your guys?
No, we didn't get the firefighters.
I'll get the firefighters. They are. Well, let's go next.
Does your character just only choose to speak English, or are you just not very intelligent?
I'm a very stupid, a very stupid druid. I was raised in the woods.
and then also
I'm smart
maybe
in
some
my own
cubes to
way.
represent
Thank you
enemies.
very much. It will come out eventually. You wait until we meet some animals.
All right, fine. That
Those
would actually come in handy.
Those animals will think I am the smartest thing alive. Wait, what color does
I was gonna take orange, but you got it, so I'll take blue.
I'll trade you.
Okay, fair trade.
Yeah.
I'll be whatever.
I'll be whatever's left. I don't really care.
Wait, I'll be yellow. He can be green.
I have no particular color preferences,
I
really.
actually didn't even see
Because I'm
does Emil have
colorblind
one?
anyway.
Oh, he has white. Okay.
All right, so you break immediately for Thadal. You don't know each other very well. In fact,
Yes.
I would argue that you have started to hate each other, and the group is falling apart before it's even began. But you immediately exit the pub and you start down the long dirt road for Fatal. You need to decide your marching order and who is going to be leading the group into the darkness.
I'm gonna be chilling in the back.
Into the
You
darkness.
sure? Not only do you have an international celebrity, but
You're leaving out at about
I am
7
not-
p.m., so you
I
have
want to be as far away from these people as possible. I'll take
fighting is not exactly my forte. I prefer to hang in the back and make you all stronger as I inspire you with my musical performance.
I have dark vision and need to be able to shoot people from far away.
I have the ability to see in the dark. I even wield a crossbow. I think you and I in the back
We can put that somewhere.
is just the tops.
I can see pretty far in dim and dark light. I'll take lead unless you want to do it.
Go ahead.
We need-
I'm
we need
better shooting
distance.
far away than being close up, so that's why I chose the back.
Works for me.
just put your guys in order so I can understand exactly.
So
Okay.
What's your idea of front? Facing
I'm the
square,
back.
facing- You're the back. Okay.
So that's the front.
Alright, I'll hang around right up near the front too.
all right.
Because I'm burly.
All right.
Okay.
We'll do this. There we go.
And are you guys going to proceed at a brisk pace, slow pace?
Brisk.
Brisk.
Just run.
Yep.
I'm gonna run as fast as you
I
can.
don't want to deal with these people as long as I have to.
That's
the,
fair,
The
that's
less
fair.
time, the better.
That's fair. All right. So you guys proceed out through the woods, and you've made it probably about 90 minutes without any real problems, which is good. The current time is about
I think
8:45.
that's a record.
And then as you're making your way through, what's all of your perception levels? Does it at least tell you perception? If it doesn't tell you perception, then just give me your wisdom.
I have it under skill.
You want that?
Mine has
Yeah,
an
under
ast-
skills. If it said, it should say perception something.
No perception.
I have an asterisk next to mine for some reason.
Yours,
I have a sentence passive perception. So
What?
Just do
13.
wisdom.
you can just tell me your wisdom score.
16.
Where do you
16.
16 plus 3.
Right,
16 plus 3?
Yeah, mine's 16 plus 3 too.
Oh, so 16. The
Yeah.
plus 3 isn't. Okay, just tell me the number. That's fine. 16,
16.
Oh wait, so
16.
which one is that under? What's that?
Just the wisdom. Just tell me what your wisdom is.
What about with the plus perception? Does that not matter? Because I have a skill, I have a +5 for perception.
I do too.
But otherwise, in wisdom, I only have a +1.
Oh, I see now. I have perception plus 3. So.
I have 16 and then I have. It's the same.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, let's see.
You can just tell me your wisdom. That's fine.
Oh, passive perception's up here. Is that what you want?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Where
Under
is it?
senses? Do you have
Under
Oh yeah,
senses.
passive perception.
Oh yeah, everyone should
15.
have that.
Oh, okay.
15. That's much better. Okay, 15, 13, 15.
10.
Oh Jesus.
I believe 13.
13. Okay.
Yeah, you're at
So as you're making your way through the woods, there were two people that had 15. You and you.
Oh, no, 13.
Yours was 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
So
in
as you-
front.
Of course. So as you guys are making your way through the woods, you hear something off to the side. You instantly sense it, and do you immediately signal to everyone, or do you just kind of pick up on it to try and listen harder?
Signal.
Okay. So you give a little signal to everyone behind you, and everyone immediately stops. Except you're not paying very close attention because your passive perception is terrible. Which one? Which color are you?
White.
White. So you kind of run in to this person, and you're not really paying close attention. Which one are you on there?
Yellow.
So you're in the very back. So you're kind of watching the back. You also hear out to the side that there's something not quite right, and as you kind of turn, you see an arrow come right past your face.
Whoa.
Everyone roll initiative, which is a d20 plus. It's on there. It's got to be on there. It's got to say initiative somewhere.
Initiative.
Initiative.
Badoo, badoo.
Int.
Yeah, well, that's intelligence. Initiative should
Yeah.
probably be on there. If it's not, you can just give me dice roll plus your dexterity mod would actually work.
What is
fine.
it? Sorry.
Your DEX mod, which is the number in the parenthesis. So hers is +3, yours is +3. That would be fine.
Mine's
for
okay.
finish.
Plus
3.
7.
Oh lord. 19, 7.
Plus 20.
So you had 20,
At 12 plus 2, so 14.
14. 7. What'd you have?
8.
8. Oh, fun. 14%. All right. Oh, this actually worked out really well. So you actually have the highest initiative, and as you're sitting there, you saw that arrow come by, and you're looking out into the woods, and you can see what seems to be a skeleton in the woods.
Ooh.
And that seems very peculiar to you. What would you like to do?
Attack it with my hand crossbow.
Okay, it's standing about 10 feet away from you in the woods. Where's the little things? It's about here.
All right.
So what would you like to do to that?
Fire.
You're gonna fire your...
Hand crossbow.
Okay, so make an attack roll.
All right. So what's the?
You roll a d20 and you add whatever it says to hit.
Oh, +5. Okay. 18 plus 5.
Jesus! Okay.
Well done.
Okay, so you can only kind of barely see it through the trees, but you know it's there. Because I think you probably have dark vision because you're
Yes, I do.
So you're like, yeah, that's probably where that is. So you make your hit and it does connect, so go ahead and roll the damage on that.
1d6 plus 3. 4.
Okay, so you fire your hand crossbow and you can hear it kind of make a tink noise, but the skeleton goes
It's piercing. I don't know if that makes a difference, but yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
Not on the skeleton.
Not a skeleton, yeah.
The skeleton man kind of does his little because that's what skeletons sound like in the woods.
Those wood skeletons.
those rare wood skeletons. Next up is Bark.
Bark.
And after hearing that little clink sound, your eyes are drawn to the area, and since your perception's 13, you can actually kind of now make out where that skeleton, that what's your name? Tyr was looking at. So what would you like to do to that skelly man's?
Do I even have?
You should have where's all the attacks now?
Weapons are here.
They're all here. So that's your attacks.
Okay.
You have a scimitar. Okay, so maybe not long range. Do you have a long range thing?
No. I have.
A thorn whip and scimitar? Interesting.
You said he was 10 feet out?
He's about 10 feet
Your
away.
whip is 30 feet range.
Oh,
What? Okay, that's a big whip.
I'll whip that thing.
Okay, sure.
You must whip it.
1d6.
Nope, you gotta roll a d20 plus
Oh.
5 to hit.
Yep, you have to attempt to hit the thing.
11.
6.
Okay, so you go
Wait,
in.
is that a 6 or a 9?
It's a 6, but you
Six.
get plus 5 to hit.
Okay.
So 11.
Yeah.
You rear up your whip and you snap at it and you knock down a lot of leaves. And that skeleton's like, He's a little scared, but nothing happens otherwise. Then it is the skeleton's turn, and he goes, and then he charges out of the woods at the person who shot at him. And he has got a little tiny short sword, actually almost comically short, like about this big. And it's not a dagger. And you're like, that's not a dagger, but that's also, something's wrong with the sword. Where did he get this? The mini mart? You're not sure. And he takes a little swing, emphasis on little. And it's a 11 to hit. So check your AC. And your AC should be at near the top middle. It
yeah.
says armor class.
Armor class 15.
Okay, so he actually hits you, and you're like, all right, that's kind of weird. What the hell? But then otherwise, he's like, So then he motions for his buddy. He jumps out of the woods over
Call
here.
for help.
And he's coming at you because he knows that you saw him. And his sword is a normal sword. You didn't get lucky on that one. So he's coming and taking a swing at you, and he swings armor class 18.
15.
Okay, so he hits, and he is dealing damage to you. He deals 7 damage.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah. His buddy didn't really get the right weapon, but he's doing pretty good. He found the right, sword.
I guess so.
Okay. Next up in initiative order is Django Ballhair.
Bring it.
And Django, which color are you? You're green.
My
right?
mind is so innocent. I only just got what ball hair meant.
Yes, you know it.
I thought it meant that his hair was like literally like in a ball shape.
That would have been cool.
I'm Django.
Boingy, boingy, boingy.
So Django, what are you going to do to these Skelly-mans?
I want to kick their ass. Charge at 'em with everything I got.
Oh, coccyx.
I mean, I got an axe, right? I do believe I do.
Yeah, it's everything is under your actions. Apparently, is what Mouse
His
says.
actions.
Yeah, here's
Yes.
other weapons.
Oh, bingo. There we
Great
go.
sword, hand axe.
So you're
javelin.
currently on the other side of Tyr. Are you just going to kind of run around the outside of the road
Yeah, I
to
was
get to the
going to kind
guy?
of run around this way.
All right.
And, I mean, I guess I don't have time to go after... or would I?
That I'd say that's probably back around like 30 feet. What's your speed?
Well, speed's probably
30.
Probably not good.
30. So if you want to attack that one in the back, I'll let you do that. That's like right at the
Okay,
end.
well,
of your
I'm going to do that then.
Okay. So you run backwards through your group. You're thinking, no, this Tyr guy, I think he's got this under control. I'm going to go back
Yeah.
here and help out this. What are you?
Elf
Ranger. I'm
Ranger.
going to help out this ranger. So you come swinging at it with your. You have a battle axe of some sort.
The hand axe.
Oh, a hand axe. Okay, so you have a hand axe. You're coming forward. Roll your attack roll. A D20, and then add the 2 hit bonus next to the hand axe.
All right. +5 to hit. So 23.
Okay, that skeleton is like on you. It's like, haha, normal sword. Ignore that, idiot. Yeah, and then all of a sudden he sees this giant barbarian with the hand axe coming. You hit quite badly. Roll damage.
Okay, there it goes.
What does that mean for which
you
weapon
need
are
a-
you using?
Oh, it's the hand axe. Okay.
So it'll tell you a
Damage is,
particular-
1d6 + 3, I believe.
Yep. So you roll a d6 and add 3.
Or 5 if raging.
8.
8. Oh, okay. So you come hard across the clavicle of this skeleton, and he goes, So he's in a very bad mood now. He's not very excited that you came hard across his clavicle. The next person in initiative order is the ranger,
Baldric,
Baldric.
I have a cunning plan.
Is that your catchphrase?
Yes.
I have a cunning
Awesome.
plan.
I'm going to hit the one closest to me with my short sword.
Sure.
11.
11 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, so you desperately try to stab this thing, and you go through its ribcage, and then you're like, oh yeah, it's a skeleton. Darn.
How's that cunning plan going?
It's
Not very
it's coming
stab,
up.
Slash.
Okay, so that does not work for you. You still have some move in case you wanted to like move away a little bit. Might be advisable.
So I can use my bow.
Next up in initiative order is our boy Met.
How about that, Matt?
How about that, Met? All right, Matt. Are you the white one or the blue one?
Wait.
You're white. Okay.
Okay. So
Let's see what I want to do.
So I'm around the middle. My movement's 30, so I can really do anything.
You can hit either one.
I can hit either one of them. I ain't so great at fighting. I think I'm gonna go after the guy in the front. Just kind of pick him off, hopefully.
Sure. Are you going to do any sweet moves on your way up? Because you seem to be full of grandeur. I just assume that you're going to try and do like a cart.
My attack pose. I
just
summon my Z move.
Sell me on it before you make this attack roll, and maybe I'll help you out.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do? Is I am going to whip out my rapier for my melee attack.
You have whipped it out.
Rapier's a little longer than that.
Oh,
He must be buddies to that skeleton. Right? Yeah. Okay.
I'm definitely going to outreach him. If you know what I mean. And now, I'm gonna give it a battle cry, and because I have to, please my fans, I'm gonna be doing a front flip, come right down on top of him, and do a bit of a helm splitter, even though he doesn't even got one, because I am just that unfair.
All right, so you're right in the middle. You're probably currently about 10 feet away. You get a bit of a running start, and you go to jump into this front flip holding this razor sharp sword. Give me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. I have acrobatics.
Okay, so roll d20 and add 5.
D20 at 5.
You got a pretty good shot at nailing this.
7.
Okay, so what is it that you're crying as you do this front flip? I'm curious. So you run forward and you got this. You start your front flip, but you kind of sprain your ankle on the way up. You kind of do a bit of a Z flip. You jump into the air and you land, but as you land, you still kind of slice at this dude. Roll your attack roll.
Okay, my rapier is a +5.
You're going at the ankles, but you're going to give it a shot anyway.
Reach is 5 feet, I should say.
What weapon are you? What dice
Rapier.
are you using?
Sorry?
What dice are you using?
That is...
Roll d20 first to see if
D20.
you hit. So d20 plus the 2 hit.
That's 15.
Okay, yeah, you hit. Yeah, I'll let you hit.
Okay.
You did a fancy front flip and fell on the ground. Sure.
I do a D8 +3 for the damage.
Okay, roll the damage.
Okay, damage. D8 +3. 7.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. So the skeleton, who's been very focused on Tyr, kind of like looks over to the corner and sees this guy, and then sees him fall, and then is like, "What's that?" And then in slow mo, kind of knocks right at his ankle, and he goes, "Hey man, what's up with that?" So he's not real happy with you, but he's still standing. Although this is what we would call bloodied. They're not bloodied because they don't have any blood, but that means that they have less than half health. So that one in front is bloodied. So you have done some good here, Met. Good job. That means we start initiative back over with Tyr, who has watched all of this go down and is thinking, "Oh my god, I still have a chance to leave. I got 15 gold out of this."
It's tempting. I'm a little pissed at this skeleton, so I'm gonna use, since it's distracted by whatever the hell that was, I'm gonna use my sneak attack.
Sure.
So I can deal extra damage, but I guess I have to hit it first. So I'm gonna attack it with my short sword.
Sure. And you
What's my modifier again on this?
on your short sword
Yeah.
to hit.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
just-
just +5. Never mind.
Yeah, you just rolled it to hit.
Natural 20.
Holy back roll.
And I will say that this thing was distracted, so he's already got his back turned. So when you go to roll damage, roll double damage.
Yeah. So okay. So it's distracted, and I get my sneak attack because I get an extra 1d6 on top in that case.
Yes.
Holy
You're gonna
crap.
go ahead and-
So-
so you need to roll your normal damage die
Yeah.
twice.
He's dead.
So normal damage alone, he's already at 7.
So what is your damage die for that?
1d6 +3.
Okay, so
that
you
was 7 from.
2d6 plus 3.
Okay.
So roll that first.
Okay, so 4 and another 4. 8, 9, 10, 11.
11, and then roll your sneak attack.
4.
Oh!
15.
15.
Yeah, 1 extra d6. So.
Okay, so the skeleton had been standing there, and he got a little distracted and then hit in the ankle, and he was kind of looking at this guy like, "What are you doing?" And then you noticed that was a great time to get your sneak attack in, and you came. What weapon were you using?
Sword. Oh, I also have the ability to pull at my dagger as well if he's not already dead. Yeah,
It's like a bonus action.
I'm a little broken. I can 2-weapon fight. I can just
Okay.
pull a dagger out of nowhere for a bonus roll.
You notice that the skeleton has his back turned, so you come across as hard as you've ever come across on his back, and he just starts to shatter into a million pieces. And as his skull is turning in midair, you say, "Just for good measure," and you get out your dagger and put it right in his mouth. His jaw falls to the ground. You've defeated that thing
Good job.
pretty easily when you get a sneak attack and a crit.
Yeah.
Okay, good job. Next up in initiative order is Bark.
Well, let's take that out of the way.
I can take that. I'll keep the other ones I got.
You grabbed a bunch from Fire Game. Flashpoint.
Okay, well,
He's just lying on the ground after that stunt.
He will have to use
Yeah.
half of his speed in order to stand on his next turn.
then I will turn around since this one is clearly dead.
You have noticed that
I disintegrated it.
the enemy is
It's
vanquished.
Pretty
Yes.
much gone.
I have a cunning plan.
Wrong character.
That's Baldric.
I know, but it's just too good.
I really want a bone. Because
Okay.
bark.
Makes sense.
Can you turn into a wolf as a bonus action?
A bonus action.
I don't think I can.
Is it just a normal action?
It's a bonus action.
Oh, is it bonus action? Wait.
You can use a bonus action to magically assume the shape of a beast you have seen before.
Cool.
Oh.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. You can totally do
So she
that.
can also turn into a skeleton then?
It has to be.
Like an actual animal that's alive? It's beast.
No, it has to be within a certain
Wait.
level. And a skeleton would be a higher level than that.
You can use this feature twice, so have I already burned one of my 2 uses?
Yes, until you rest.
Okay. Well, then I really want this one.
Wasting your first one mauling a meal.
It was great. All right, so you are filled with this insatiable hunger and lust for this bone, and you realize, wait, that thing's made of bones. I like bones because I'm like part dog, bark or something. Bark, bark.
My tail is wagging. My tail is wagging.
Okay, so you're just going to take off running towards the skeleton and transform halfway.
Yeah.
So you're going to kind of pull like a Michael Jackson in black and white and just transform halfway,
nice.
running, and then
Yes.
you're just going to leap over the barbarian.
Yes.
Sure.
Straight over his
I'm not
neck.
going to make you do an acrobatics check. You're a wolf. You can handle it. So you just leap over the entire barbarian and come down right on top of this skeleton. I'm going to roll a check to see if he goes prone. Natural 1. Okay. So the skeleton falls back on his face. You may now roll your attack.
Did you get advantage on
Yeah,
that?
you get advantage on that, which means
Roll
you get to roll
2d20s.
2d20 and take the higher of the two.
7 or 19.
Well, I know which one you should pick.
Yep.
Okay, so 19 plus something to hit, whatever your teeth are, but I don't know if that's listed. It would probably just be +3. So 22 to hit, you are definitely going to hit. So you're going to roll damage on the
What's my damage for this guy?
for becoming a wolf. It's probably not listed on your sheet,
It'd probably be in the character handbook, but we don't have one with us.
but I would give you probably d6 plus 2. So roll d6 plus 2. 4 damage.
Very well.
Okay. All right.
I mean, you are biting.
And
us.
then roll a d20 and give me a strength modifier. Add your strength to see if you can keep this guy pinned.
Oh boy. Yeah.
What'd you get?
19.
So 18.
18. Yeah. Try and contest it. 6 is not going to do that. So you've got the skeleton pinned down to the ground. Next up in initiative order is the skeleton, who is going to have to at least try and break free. I need to roll a. You had a 18. I need to roll a 18. That ain't gonna do it. So he is flailing and he's thinking, if I only had the short sword with me, I could maybe get it. So he's very screwed. After that, initiative order is Django Ballhair. So Django Ballhair is watching this wolf laying on top of this thing, just mauling bones, trying to get at it. You're standing right there. What is it that you'd like to do?
I like to pull out my video camera and film it.
Do you have a video camera in your equipment?
Yes, I do.
I believe you because I've looked at these. Okay.
Yes, and here I go. Should I roll for aim to make sure I can get a good shot?
Yes. Roll for a lens cap check.
Yeah, okay.
Roll d20 and hit 10 on me.
17.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'm a master at this.
you definitely capture the footage on your video camera, and you have that saved for later. But I am going to count that as your action. The next
Got
person in initiative order is Baldric. That could come in handy. You don't know.
Oh yeah,
video camera?
You might. You know.
that's proof. We'll
All right,
scare
I'm
people
gonna walk
away.
over and stand
Oh.
next to him, and then take my short sword and just aim it for the middle of the skelly man's head.
Okay, and yeah, you're within range to do that. All right. So you walk over, and you're kind of avoiding the wolf because you're like, I know that you're kind of in this. This is your deal, but I'm gonna get my hit in. All right, so go for it.
Snap.
8.
Snap, 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 bark, bark.
Okay, so you rise up and you're like you're trying to make sure you don't hit the wolf, but it's really difficult, and then you're trying to edge on the verge of making sure you hit the skeleton, and in the process you just kind of go into the dirt, but then you step back, 'cause you're like, I really didn't want to hit that wolf. That's kind of on our side. After that is Met.
Max.
There's a little cluster. Would you like to join the party?
He's on the ground.
You're gonna have to expend some of your speed to stand up, so you can only move half as far. But if you have a long-range
15.
weapon and want to throw it into a pile of people, you are more than welcome to attempt.
Okay.
No, you've given me the idea.
I'm about, would you say 20 feet away, I guess?
You're probably about
Okay,
20
I can
feet.
line myself up for a crossbow shot.
Sure.
Yeah, got my hand
Actually-
crossbow.
Yeah, that could actually be easy.
Alright. I have 20 bolts. So I shall roll for that.
Do you're taking aim at the skeleton laying on the
Keep in
ground?
mind that there is a very angry wolf there.
And a barbarian.
I am
And someone with a cunning plan.
Who wants a bone?
Someone with a cunning plan.
I want a bone.
I will hit him in the skull.
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
want that
have
kill.
to. You're gonna have to hit. I'd say 3 higher than the skeleton's AC normally because it's a very hard shot, but you still are allowed to attempt.
Bork, bork, bork.
If you get a low roll, I can't tell you where this bolt's going.
7 plus.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they'll save you.
Plus 5 to hit.
That's pretty good. Okay.
12.
Okay, so you kind of go prone a little bit, and you're like, all right, and you go to shoot it, and it's going pretty good along the ground, and you think you got a good shot on that wolf, and then all of a sudden there's a big rock in the way, and it just kind of goes, pew, and it shoots up and hits a tree. You do not hit any of your friends, fortunately, but you've shot one of your bolts into the tree. I'm sorry. But you still have a little move left if you'd like to move just a little bit closer.
I think so.
Okay, so you can just move your person mostly closer. Or a few steps. It's fine. That starts us back over at Tyr.
Nah, I'm good. I sit down and watch.
I get out my video camera.
Yeah, I know it.
I just relax and just have a relax.
That's totally fine. Baldric, do you have a cunning plan for how to finish off this
I
skeleton?
do.
Oh, I can't wait to
This
hear.
time I'm on a longbow and we're straight to the face.
Okay, sure. Wait.
Longbow and point blank.
Yes.
Sure. Go. Yeah.
Surely I can't miss this. I'm using a different
Is that the master plan? 9.
That's a 9.
plus 7.
Yeah, that definitely hits. The thing's prone also. So yeah, okay, you totally hit. Roll damage on it.
10.
10.
10. D8 plus 3.
Okay.
7.
So you're standing right next to it, and you pretty much have the arrow right to its head, and you do it, and it goes through the bone and just shatters its skull, and it immediately stops moving. And then your tail starts wagging like nuts because you got that bone in your mouth. And you're like, yes, this is done.
Bork, bork.
So add a bone to your inventory.
Oh my god.
Because you have a bone. If anyone wants to play fetch with her later, it seems like something that you could definitely do. And then this is the part where I'd give you experience. This wasn't a one-off thing. So instead, everyone clap for yourselves.
Good
job.
Works.
All right. I'm going to say that you decide to rest for the evening because you'll be able to get there by afternoon tomorrow. You take a short rest.
I can help on a short rest.
Because that will allow you guys to be fully rested as you get into town.
Let me look exactly where this is. I know I can help on a short rest. Song of Rest. I can do that. You can help use soothing music or oration to help revitalize your wounded allies. If you or any friendly creatures you hear you in performance regain hit points at the end of a short rest. Each of
You
those
can do
creatures-
that at any time. You don't have to be resting.
Okay, well-
so even in the middle of battle, you can be like, guys, listen to my song.
I knew I could do that. I knew I could play that to buff them though. So I can do one extra d6 of hit points for anyone who can hear me.
So that can be very useful.
Alright.
Pretty much like any point, even like during fighting.
Well, she took damage, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So during your long rest, everyone restores their hit
Short
points.
rest? Long rest, short rest. What are we doing?
You can do a long rest. You'll be all right.
All right, I'll play my
She
song.
regains her transformations.
I regain.
Everyone regains their stuff as you move into the next day.
All right, I'll play my song. Camp down races, sing this song, doo-dah, doo-dah.
So the next day,
Why did we bring in?
2 extra hit points.
Okay. All right. You have 2 for you. You have 2 additional hit points for next.
Anyone who hears it.
Okay, so everyone has 2 additional hit points. Note it on your chart. You have 2 additional hit points for your next
2.
fight.
Cool.
So that's helpful.
See, I help.
All right. So the very next day, you wake up bright and early, and you continue on the way to Fatal. You arrive unscathed. It has been some time since you have been to the city, but as you walk in, you can tell that things are just not quite right. Now, as you remember, yeah, well said.
I just remembered the whole thing.
Now, as you walk in, you remember that it is a huge, huge city. As far as the eye can see, there are buildings everywhere. Very, very wealthy, as it's such a prosperous city. But you can't help but notice that even though most of the city is decorated in red, there are some buildings that are decorated in blue. And you look at the blue, and you remember what you heard from Davo. And Davo had told you that there were the fighting factions. You remember. I'm sure you do. So as you're walking into town, you see someone passing by in a blue cloak, and the person's walking by in a blue cloak, and they look over at you and they say, "Haven't seen you around these parts. You look like adventurers. Tell me, do you like the taste of children?"
Yes.
Do you now? Well then,
Can I
you
wave
might.
my bone?
Yeah,
Can I
you
chew
wave
on it?
the bone while you're like munching on it, like
Do you want it?
You're trying to. Okay, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to convince them that that's a child and that you eat children, or are you trying to just show
I just
that?
want to chew the bone. I'm just passively chewing this bone while I'm saying yes.
Okay, so he sees you chewing the bone. And he says, "Ah, yes, a meat eater. Yes, delicious children. Okay, so if you're interested in maybe becoming part of our group, here I'm gonna slide you this card, and this is our secret hideout. Yeah,
I
check
thought
it
red
out."
was the children eating.
the red were the non-children.
Yeah,
eaters.
I wrote it
The
down.
non-children eaters are the bad guys.
I wrote it down. I was confused. That's what you said, so I wrote it down. And he says, "All right, check it out later. All right, my name was Nick. Peace." And then he leaves.
Does he say peace?
Wow.
Yes, he says peace. That's the way the animals do. So you got this little piece of information. What is the first thing you'd like to do in the city?
So probably go find Babel.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are.
Can I write down +1 business card?
Yes, you have that. That is the thing you got. So you're interested in finding Babel. You can ask around town, and you're basically asking where the pub is.
Yeah.
There are a few pubs, but you get it figured out that you're looking for Babel's Pub, and they said, "Oh yes, the Fatal Pub, which is the sister location. The sister location's really great. They got good wings. You're gonna go down that way about a mile and then turn right." So you're walking down that way, and as you're just about on the cusp of this pub, you see a half-elf individual who looks extremely close to Davo, kind of outside in the shadows, looking over at the pub.
At his own pub.
Yeah, outside of the Fatal Sister location pub. He's not inside it. He's outside it, like in a little alleyway. What would you like to do?
Can I sneak up and like tap him on the shoulder?
Roll a stealth check.
Damn, I was gonna say the same thing. Watch.
6.
11.
Okay, so you start to sneak up behind him, and he hears something like at the last second and says, "No, stop!
I smell fear.
That's great.
Oh no! Are you with the blue faction?
We're with the purple faction.
Oh Christ, I can't keep up anymore."
Your brother sent us. We're on a mission for gold.
Devil? Oh, you've come to help. Oh, the blue faction. They've really been getting rowdy. They're trying to collect all of the town's children and eat them inside the pub. And I know that some people do that in the town, but we don't really agree with that here at Fatal Sister Location Pub. So we were hoping that maybe you could take care of some of them. Have you considered talking to the governor about the problem at large? It'd be really nice to get rid of them for once and for all.
I mean, we could burn the pub down.
I'm re-confused about what's the good faction now.
Oh man.
As a reminder, for some reason, the red faction is the good faction that don't eat no children, and the governor's on their side. I don't know why.
So wait, the red is good, or is
The red is the one that doesn't eat children.
yeah? But are they good? Because for some reason said the blue was good. Yeah, of course, and now I'm confused. I'm trying to get that straightened
Are
out.
we trying to?
Are we-
Blue eats children.
Are we
Whether they're
pro-
good or not, I don't know if they attend church on Sunday, but they eat
Are
children.
we pro baby eaters or are we against?
Blue eats babies.
Yes.
Blue babies.
I got that.
Red red.
Yeah, but we also said the governor was evil and on the red side.
No, the governor's not evil. He's on the red side, but he doesn't eat the
We
children.
said the governor was evil.
Unfair.
Oh, the governor's unfair.
Oh, okay. He's unfair, but he doesn't eat children.
So-
He's got some bad tax issues, but at least he ain't eat no kids.
I love this. I was like, some of the non-children eaters are somehow the bad.
Children eating. Was that you that made the? Yes, that's right. All right. So Babel is interested in knowing. So you said you're in the purple faction. He's a little confused about that. He said, if we really do need help, I'm glad that my brother sent you. We definitely need to take care of these guys, but there's a much bigger problem. We've got people eating babies and children, and that's just really weird. That should not be allowed.
Where can we buy one?
Oh, God.
Ignore her. Focus on the mission. We'll buy her a baby later. She'll be fine.
There's a baby bar right down the road. It's run by the blue faction. Great prices.
Oh, man.
So, if you haven't considered talking to Governor Breffers, you definitely should. His tax deals are a little unfair. Everyone's taxed to death. But he doesn't eat babies, and he's definitely against his baby eaters. Maybe we could get him to alter some of his tax plans. Since you're the purple faction.
We're on neither side, really, at this point.
Then you may consider talking to him. His office is just around the corner if you'd like to have a chat.
What's in it for us?
Yeah, Dreidel, what's in it for us?
I'm sorry, my brother promised you
His
some
name's Babel.
I know, I was
promised you some gold
Insulting
of
him.
some sort. Perhaps.
More.
Okay, well, I'll make you a deal.
What about drinks?
We'll clear out the pub. You can drink whatever you'd like anytime you're in town.
Sure. Blood.
Yeah, we've got lots of blood.
Just use some red food coloring and some drink. She'll be
Yeah, I'm picking up on that. You got lots of blood.
some pennies in it.
Okay, so who have you come around to see Governor? And as he's talking, Governor Breffers actually walks up behind him and says, "Babel, I heard you talking. I'm glad we have some adventurers here to take care of this problem. Tell me, folks, are you capable of handling some blue faction bad guys?"
Yeah. We have a cunning plan.
Oh my God, thank Jesus! We've been waiting for someone to come through this town and tell us that they had exactly that, a cunning plan. Could you please elaborate in excruciating detail what this plan does entail?
Only if you tell us why you're sulking around in alleyways, Governor.
And why do so many British people know you?
What?
What?
Damn.
Governor.
Oh.
Because he's a governor? What is British? I don't understand what that means. And alleyways are none of my business. He zips up his pants. What were you? What is your plan?
Well, I got an answer.
My plan is we get a bunch of babies and use them as bait.
Okay,
This is a plan you've talked about for days?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Cunning.
So I'm not really on board with the plan right now, but maybe. Okay, we'll tax the babies. Go on.
We'll clear this pub out first, and then we'll put some babies in it, and it'll be a big trap for
There's probably already babies in there if they're already eating. I assume they're not in there and just waiting for someone to deliver babies to them.
Deliver babies. They come out of the womb right into the place.
And then we're gonna fill it with babies.
The best fresh.
You don't have an age limit in your pub, do you, Babel?
Okay, so that sounds like a great plan. That is clearly the most cunning plan I've heard in years. Babel, see to it that this young man gets everything that he needs to make this go through. And he wanders off and unzips his pants again. Now you're standing outside of the pub. Babel is kind of waiting to hear exactly what you need to make this happen. What is your plan from here, standing outside of the pub?
Don't look at me, it's your cunning plan.
Oh my God.
Don't drag me into this. You're the one who wants
So
to
I was
go.
thinking, Babel, you could go in and just say, "Hey, it's 2 a.m. Bar closing time."
Yeah, that's not going to work because you notice that I'm out here. That's because when I go in there, they either try to offer me a baby or a stabbing.
How many people are in there for starters?
When I last checked, there was at least 20.
How many of the blue faction are in town?
Oh, you
Most
mean, like-
of the town, probably.
I'd say that it's probably about a third of the town. Not quite half. But they keep getting more people on their side every day. A lot of people like to eat babies.
Poison the babies.
Okay, I have a couple problems with this plan.
And by poison, I mean make them venomous.
I still have problems with this plan.
The
Where's
bubonic
the cunning
plague?
part of this plan?
Okay, so I'm trying to follow. I know the governor really liked your plan because it was very cunning. So you're saying we should poison or
No.
venomize the babies and then
so they can protect themselves.
deliver them to them and then they'll all die.
Dude, do you have anything that we could fashion to look like a baby?
I mean, I guess we have some hunk of meat. I don't know. I don't know if you knew, but we're known for meat here. Not all of it was always children. Two-thirds of the city believes in dairy products. We're dairy farmers. So we could maybe get some of the beef and make it look like a child, put a little bonnet on it. That sounds like a good
Does
plan.
anyone have anything possibly flammable or explosive we can use?
Well,
I can do cantrips, minor illusions.
Okay, you got some spells of some
Yeah,
sort.
I can do some spells. I can do illusion spells.
What kind of spells are they?
What is dancing lights?
You make some lights.
At will, minor
illusion.
illusion.
Literally, there's lights.
Okay, so
I
vicious
have-
mockery is a yo mama joke, and it basically causes them to do many things. Where they could just like break down and cry, like become uncontrolled, like what did you do that for? So that's vicious mockery. That's a bard thing. It's really awesome. Minor
couple of
illusion
torches.
is that you cause a minor illusion to happen, and people like see a ghost. Oh shit!
Okay, so could I cast minor illusion on the meat?
On the meat? Yeah, to kind of make it look vaguely baby-like.
Make it look.
You can't make it like animate and be like, I'm definitely a baby. Like,
hello, my baby.
you can make it look like when
A
people
sleeping
look at it.
baby.
You can make it, yeah. When people look at it, they're like, "That's a baby." Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, you could definitely do that.
We could lure people with the baby into the alley and be like, "Look at this delicious baby," and then they could come in the alley and we could kill them.
I will make it
Okay,
look
there's
like.
like 20 people. So your plan has changed 3 times.
No, I will cast this, and I will make the most succulent baby you have ever laid eyes on.
Oh my
Boy.
Okay, so we're going to cast minor illusion on a hunk of beef that's dressed like a child to make it appear as if it's an actual
Is
child.
his name George Washington?
If we want to call it that, sure.
Why?
The beef.
I know.
And then we're going to poison the beef, and we're going to deliver it to the pub.
Yeah.
Okay, who's going to deliver it to the pub?
I'll do it.
Only blue faction members are allowed.
I'll take the card. We happen to have one.
That could work. Sounds like a plan.
The cunning plan.
Awesome.
It stopped being your plan a while ago.
It stopped being cunning from the beginning.
Do I have to roll for this illusion?
No, you don't have to roll for the illusion. Cantrips just
Nice.
happen. So Babel runs off and gets a big hunk of beef from a nearby beef stall that's littered across the city.
Beef.
Does anyone have some clothes to kind of dress this thing in? So,
I have clothes, but I need it for this. I'm switching my clothes.
I have traveler's clothing.
studded leather.
And a bearskin cloak.
a bearskin. You could maybe just put it in your cloak.
Maybe.
Wrap it
I
up.
don't know.
Yeah, like a bunting.
Like a pouch.
Okay, so you wrap a giant piece of beef in a bear cloak. You cast a spell on it to look like a baby. Babel grabs.
How are we poisoning this hunk of meat?
I have a hunting trap. We can pretend that's poison.
I was about to say the governor probably supplied it if he was on board with taxing it.
We could pretend the hunting trap.
Jeez.
Maybe it's a poisonous trap, Steven.
Babel can get you some alchemic ingredients to cause poison.
Okay.
So that's not a problem.
What's a shawn? SHAWN.
I believe that's like a wrap of some sort. I think that's what that
Could
is.
dress the baby up in that though, but I prefer the bear. The
like a
bear
little
skin cloak. It's so much better.
So we can say Babel acquires the necessary ingredients to poison it. So you have now created
The most
poisoned beef bear baby. So what would you like to do now that you've got your poisoned beef bear baby?
Hug it in like a football.
No. So I have to walk in and deliver it. Otherwise, they're not going to go for it. They're not feral.
Delivering the baby.
Everyone's kind of chilling in the alley right now. Which one of you are carrying the bit? You're carrying.
I'll go into this.
So are you changing your clothes?
Yeah, I've switched to dark common clothing, but with a hood. So I've still got my armor underneath, but I've got a cloak on now.
Okay, and you're getting the card from her.
Yeah, she's. I guess because you were given the card, so I'll take that.
Okay. Alrighty. So you are going to approach the pub. Is that what
Yeah, I'm gonna walk into the pub with it.
So, how do you want to approach the pub? It's got
What are we doing?
the saloon swing style doors. You're just going to push in and just walk in?
Yeah, I want you guys around in case things go south, because this is a stupid plan.
I got my loot.
But it's the plan we have.
It's cunning, John.
Is it? I heard it was a cunning plan. I heard days ago.
You heard right.
You guys be ready at the doors and windows, but out of sight so they don't see you. And I'm going to go in, and I'm going to deliver them
The most succulent
The most succulent beef bear baby.
I think that's how I put it.
Okay, so you push into the saloon, and as you walk in, there's quite a bit of people. All just they've got the drinks. They've got.
They're playing like ragtime on the piano.
They are. It's like totally.
It's a Western saloon.
Oh yeah, it totally is. And they're singing and they're having a good time. And like on every table is like little like hors d'oeuvres of babies. And, yeah, what a good time. Being
Baby back ribs.
Yes, exactly. So they're having a good time, and like when you walk in, a few of them look over, but it's not too super unusual. And there's a guy that's actually standing right next to the door, and he says, "Hi, excuse me." He's like, "Wait a minute. Oh, I remember you. You were with the weird girl who was obsessed with bones earlier. You remember me? I'm Nick.
Hey, how's it going, Nick?
Hey, what's that you got there?"
You know what? We thought about it, and after having some deep discussion with the weird girl, I think we were going to join you. So we brought a housewarming gift.
Oh, that's awesome. Where's the rest of your group?
They're getting ready to hang out here. They had to switch back into their common clothing, so that's why I'm here. I just got to lead first.
You're gonna have to roll me a deception check,
All right.
because that's a lie. You should have deception because you're a rogue, I would
Yeah.
imagine.
Deception plus 5.
Okay.
And what am I basing it off of?
Just D20 plus 5.
Oh, right. Never mind. Ooh. 17 plus 5.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. Oh, that's awesome. Cool. Well, we can get this. That's a nice little hunk of baby right there. I'll take that in the back, and we'll get that unwrapped, and we'll be good to go. So as he's taking it, he takes a look at it, and he goes, "Oh wow, that's a good one." You can see that there's something going on. Wow. So and you're outside going. So he takes it into the back, and what is your plan from here?
Oh god, are we gonna actually just wait it out, or? Because this is the problem now. What am I gonna do? I think I just at this point I can just sneak out, and it's just a war of attrition. Just wait and see what happens.
Okay.
All right. So while Nick leaves, I said I'll go find the others. They're taking a while, so I'll be back.
Okay. So you just kind of walk outside.
Yeah.
Your group is waiting for you, all like anxious, like how to go. So you walk and approach them. What do you tell everyone else?
All right. Well, they've taken the bait. We managed to get it in there. Now, unfortunately, it's going to be a time to wait and see if they actually eat it.
Suggest worship.
What?
Suggest worship. Bring in the rest of the town and worship, baby.
What is your alignment?
Well,
Some hippie druid from the woods, like, oh, by the way, guys, I eat a lot of babies. Sorry.
Her alignment is beef.
Can I talk to someone else?
Hi.
Can I talk to someone else?
Babel's standing there and he says, okay, so it might take a little time for them to chow down on that. So perhaps we should all just go chill at my place.
All right.
So you all disperse and go back to his place for a few hours. After a few hours, you come out. At this point, it's probably about 5 in the evening. You make your way back to the pub. And as you are making your way up to the pub, you can see that the doors, like there's one person draped over one of the doors, like, ugh. What do you do? There's nothing else visible from outside.
Peer through the windows.
Okay. So are you just going to walk up? Or are you going to sneak up?
Sneak up.
If the DM asks, it's always sneak.
Yep. That'd be stealth, so that's +7.
Is everyone sneaking up to the windows?
Yeah.
I could go for
Oh
that.
god, everyone's sneaking up.
We'll all do it!
Why am I a rogue if everyone else is going to do it?
Everyone roll sneak.
Oh,
Stealth.
Stealth, where's mine?
It'll be under skills if you have it.
Maybe
if
it was-
you do not have it, you will just roll. Skills will be here.
No stealth here.
You don't have stealth. If you don't have stealth, just roll it and give me
Dexterity.
Dexterity.
Yes.
Stealth is dexterity. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just give me dexterity.
19 plus 3.
Wow. Okay. You're sneaky.
5.
Oh boy.
10.
16.
Is this considered an ability check?
Yes.
Alright, then I have 21.
So the three of you are like, all right, everyone be real quiet. And you are like, all right, I'm gonna try. But as you're walking, you're like, you had bad gas or something. So everyone's like, and everyone's like, what are you doing? You're like, oh, sorry, Taco Bell. And then you're back there and you're like, Tab, I mentioned that I really like babies. Babies. I'm gonna sneak, but I gotta let everybody know babies.
No.
So you come up to the window and you're the first to peer inside. And as you look inside, it looks like there seem to be a lot. The windows are a bit foggy, but there's a lot of bodies just kind of draped over. It looks like some people were like trying to maybe like start to get away or something and go find help, but they couldn't get very far. And it looks like things are okay. Roll a perception check.
I want to know if the ragtime music's still going.
Should we all?
The ragtime music has stopped.
All of us, or?
Yeah, you can all roll perception.
Oh boy.
Perception.
16.
Do I have a bonus on
22.
that?
I got 13.
Oh wait, sorry, no, this is the 21.
Do I have perception
21,
bonus?
12 and 13.
Do I have perception bonus?
Perception plus 2.
Okay.
I have 13 plus
6.
Okay, you had 20,
23.
23 and
21.
Okay. So everyone's just kind of peeking through all the various windows looking in. For everyone, it looks like everyone's pretty much dead. You two notice that there might be... they could be dead, but you can't really tell. But there's someone that's if they're dead, they're sitting like kind of slunched over. What would you like to do?
Let's sneak
Probably go
in.
and interrogate.
I'd like to just walk in and poke him with my bone.
Okay, so you walk right in, and there's bodies. I mean, there's bodies draped over, so you're just kind of have to step over the bodies, and you get very close to this person, and you go to reach out and poke him with the bone, and as you do, they reach up and they grab your wrist, and they slowly look up at you, and it's Nick. And Nick looks you in the eye and he said, "You aren't going to join the group at all, were you?
I like babies.
You don't like babies. You like trouble." And he takes out a dagger and he goes to stab you into the wrist. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my god.
Roll a d20 and add your dex.
She doesn't have a dex saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Just roll your dex modifier.
So it's a +2.
10.
10.
He puts the dagger right up through the middle of your wrist.
Great.
You take 8 damage.
Oh, great. Okay.
God.
That was not a good plan.
You remember you have your +2 max HP.
Oh, yeah, so I take 6 damage. What?
Roll for initiative.
Oh my god, really?
Oh.
All of us?
Everyone.
What is initiative again?
It'll be your dexterity.
Okay.
Holy moly.
9.
Did
15.
dexterity plus the +2
15.
or
Oh,
So your roll
Okay.
+2.
7?
5.
You bad rogue.
Yep.
13.
13. Say would you?
7.
Okay. That move that person that Nick did is going to count as his. I'm going to start figuring it. So which color were you earlier?
Blue.
You were blue. So you're in here at the table. This is going to be Nick. The rest of you are outside where the windows are. So you guys are all looking in the windows. So after that, whenever you get stabbed, you let out a scream that everyone hears, so you know that there's trouble starting. And the first person
Yeah,
in
that's your scream. That works.
Not a baby!
The first person to hear and respond to your cry is Django Ballhair.
She's not a woman!
So, who has been looking through the window this entire time. Django, what do you want to do?
I want to run over and see if she's okay. Like,
All right. So you run through the doors, and you are going to. Are you going to focus first on like trying to pull her away, or are you going to try and do damage to Nick?
I'm gonna try to pull her away.
Okay. So you run in here, and you grab her, and I'm not going to make you do a check for that. You just kind of pull her as far as your move will allow you, which is substantially far back. Okay. After that, in initiative order is Bardic.
I am going to come in and Baldric.
Ball-jerk, whatever.
I'm gonna run in
Ball flick.
and pull my longbow and like threaten him. Stop! Tell us what happened.
Tell us what happened. We caused
Doing a
this.
deception check.
Tell us what happened here. Looks like someone had a cunning plan. So,
How did you all fall for such a cunning plan?
so you're intimidating him? Is that what you're attempting to do?
Yeah, let's question him.
Okay, so you're going to attempt to intimidate him. Roll a d20 and add intimidation if you have it, or strength otherwise.
Roll 20, not that.
Okay, so you get a 20, and he looks at you and he says, "Really? Do you really think that I'm scared of you now? After all of this, you ruined everything. Who are you people?"
We're the purple gang.
Oh my gosh. Why did we send her in?
The Purple Gang? Is this some other faction I don't know about?
Yeah, we're here to take over.
Well, I think you're going to have a real hard time with that. Because I already made the phone call.
What's it called?
The fuck?
No, he made the phone call. If he gets a video camera, he made the phone call.
That's true.
I already made the phone call. The boss is going to be over here any minute with our finest soldiers. And you ain't going to be able to prove anything. Do you have any idea what we even do? What we even do with these babies?
You eat them.
Yeah, we eat them. It's because we love babies. But that ain't the only reason. We need their skeletons for the skeleton army.
Damn.
You can't be serious.
Well,
As he's talking, you hear outside.
oh no. Okay.
Actually, give me a big something. This guy. That's the boss. He's got 2 full-size skeletons with him.
Oh boy.
And they're gonna enter initiative with you. They kind of suck at it,
Good.
but they tried. Okay. Nick stops talking to you because he's through talking with you. Next up in initiative order is Met.
Uh-oh.
So you've been standing outside, and you've heard what's going on inside about all of this stuff with Nick and this army and skeleton army, and you hear behind you and turn and see that there's this big, really big guy dressed in like a blue robe. He's got this beard that goes all the way down to his knees, and he looks like he plays a lot of World of Warcraft. And he's got 2 skeletons with him. What do you want to do?
Apparently, I rolled 10.
Well, now what did you roll that 10 for?
10 for.
Pissing my pants.
Wow.
I actually ran down my pant leg.
Oh god.
Man.
Okay, let's see. The suspense.
Oh dear.
Pick something fun.
It's not like we're being terribly serious right now.
I know.
What? The baby eating storyline isn't serious? I'm
Of course
disappointed.
not.
There were so many ways this could have went. But at the beginning, we discovered that Fatal was a baby eating society, and then I was
Alright.
like, and there's the drain, and here it goes. Alright.
Yep.
I grab your beard and I shake it as if it were your hand. Hey, I almost didn't recognize you there, buddy. You came to see my concert back when I performed here last month. You asked for my autograph and everything. I never forget a fan of my music.
No.
Dear God.
You know what? You're like relatively famous in the area, right? Because you're
Yes.
a bard. I'm actually going to roll to see if I recognize you because what the hell?
God.
Let's say 15 recognizes.
13.
Oh.
Close.
You do look really familiar. Wait, what's going on here? I got a call from Nick that there was some serious trouble. Are you? What? Everyone's dead. Skeletons, get them!
Oh boy.
I'm gonna say that you're.
So presumably he is right here right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that was your action to attempt to make him recognize you. That was good. That was really good. Let's see. Next up in the initiative order is Bark.
Okay, well, I don't care about this. This does not have my Bark is not pleased. Bark is actually very angry.
Yeah, Bark's got like a problem.
Bark is hurting.
Yes.
Bark is cranky.
Yes.
Bark wants to rip Nick.
Do it. You're like right. You're like
Bark.
right
Yeah,
there.
you're here next to you. You're in the room.
Bark is a wolf now, and I would like to eat
Like
him.
in mid sentence. Bark is and then as you say, wolf is wolf now.
Can I eat him and restore health?
What?
It's not exactly how that works.
Can I do it anyway?
You probably want your bard friend to like play a magical.
He's a little distracted
He's
trying to shake
distracted.
someone's beard.
You can focus on like jumping across the tables and going at him.
I will eat him.
And because of your recent
Injury.
you are completely enraged and full of emotion. So I am going to give you advantage on this roll for going after him. So
2d20s.
roll 2d20s, take the higher result.
okay.
Maybe you'll crit.
19.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, good thing you had advantage. All right, so you just run over and just completely leap after him. Go ahead and roll damage on just d6 plus 2 for your attack.
7.
Ooh.
That's nice. So you jump over the table and just tear into Nick's jugular and just rip it completely out in one blow. Nick,
I'm angry.
Nick goes straight down.
Poisoned.
There is no more Nick.
We don't know if he's poisoned or not.
He's poisoned.
We don't know if he's poisoned or not.
He was very clearly poisoned.
I'm an angry Bark.
I fed him a baby.
It was a van. 73%. So you totally rip into Nick's jugular, just completely, almost pull his head clean off. He just slumps to the floor, and you are filled with bloodlust. And you feel pretty good. You feel pretty good. The weird taste in your mouth, though. Can't quite shake what that was, but you feel pretty good. Next up in initiative order is the one who I am confused is in last for initiative order, and that's the rogue, Tyr. So Tyr, you've been watching all this going on, and you've been thinking, really? They eat babies, and they need to eat them for their skeleton rituals? It seems a little far-fetched, but whatever.
Whatever, I'll roll with it.
I'll roll with it.
I jump through the window to get to the other side and fire my crossbow at the big boss, hopefully not shooting our bard.
Hopefully
Sure.
shooting the bird.
Okay, yeah, it's going to be slightly more difficult to hit because the bard's in the way, but that's fine. So roll to hit. He's a pretty big target.
23.
That'll definitely hit. So you actually go right through the bard's, like he's... Whether you have
Does that count as a sneak attack since there's someone within 5 feet of him distracting him? Because I believe that's actually what my sneak attack says. You don't you don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it.
Yeah, that's fine. Because you were actually reaching out your arm, so I'll just say that it goes right under his arm into him. Okay, go ahead and roll damage and roll your sneak attack as well.
Alright. 9 from just the normal shot, and then with the sneak attack,
Oh god.
it's another 2. So it's 11.
11 damage. Alright, so you do 11 damage, which is a considerable amount of damage. He is bloodied for what it's worth. He had just like kind of retracted his hand talking to you like, I think I know. And all of a
Retract
sudden,
your beard, you mean?
Well, you grabbed his beard. He didn't ask. Don't go against his beard.
You like slipped it back in.
And it retracts. So as he's pulling away, all of a sudden, he looks up, and he is not very happy with what's going on, and neither are his skeleton friends. Next up in initiative order is the... Oh, Nick's dead. Next is actually the skeletons. That's convenient. So the skeletons are looking, and they look... So the one that's over here is going to ignore this guy because he doesn't seem to be doing anything, and he's going to go after you.
All right, I'm on the other side of a window. Is that going to affect anything? Let's say I'm taking cover underneath the windowsill.
Oh, that's right, you're on the other side of the window. He's just going to kind of just try and bust through the window and come at you. He ain't worried about no glass. He's Skelly Man's. So he's going to dive through the window, and he's going to come at you with his short sword. Really? Sure. He fumbles through the window. He runs at you and just... He
just trips?
Yeah, he trips. He rolled a 3, so
okay.
He jumps up through the window and his ankles get caught and he falls down. And the boss is like, "Oh man, we really should have trained those skeletons a little better."
You shouldn't have used babies!
That's the problem. They're really tiny skeletons.
They're not very coordinated.
So he trips. Next up's the other skeleton, who sees what happened and is like, "Okay, I'm gonna do that a little bit better than he did it." And he does, thankfully.
Okay.
So he runs up and he jumps through the window. Whenever he jumps through, he kind of like steps onto the other skeleton, using him as a platform, and is just pushing through into you. He rolls an attack roll to your armor class, and it's 15.
That's exactly my class. 15.
All right, so he hits, and he's going to deal 7 damage to you. He gets a stab in on you.
7, you said?
7.
All right, I'm down to 8.
All right. So after that, next up in initiative order is the boss, who is still kind of reeling and starting to have blood pour out of him. And he says, "No, I don't think it will end like this." And he goes, and he forms another skeleton. And you realize he's actually a necromancer. That's terribly inconvenient. Also, because he's standing next to you and he's very upset that you yanked his beard in the first place, he just kind of punches you across the face for 1 damage.
1 damage.
Next up in initiative order is Django Ballhair.
All right, baby.
Django, I can use a little help here.
Yes, I believe it. Well, I believe I have a bonus action called Rage. Can I like use that?
Yeah, you
Bonus actions are
enter.
always good, yeah.
Yeah, you enter into a rage. I
Okay,
forget what it does,
great.
but it's good.
Yeah, it's +2 basically to
Everything?
Okay.
It's like my normal hit is 2d6 +3, but it's +5 if I'm raging. So.
Yeah, it's really good. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's your plan?
So I'll just hit him. I'll have a great sword. I'll hit him. Who am I gonna hit with that? Probably, I guess
So you're the green one, so you're inside right now. You're really close to the skeletons. You'd have to walk outside to get to the boss, but you can. You have enough speed to get there if you're trying to get to him specifically.
Yeah, I like to go for the boss actually.
Okay, so you walk outside.
Thanks!
You got this. See you later. All right.
I gotta stop him from doing any more of that crap.
All right. So
I'm going
what's
to
your plan?
attack him. Which means I reckon I have to.
You roll your d20 and add your attack. It's a hit bonus.
Ooh, that's
It's a
a
9.
That's a 9.
What are you adding on to it? Would you add on to it?
Yeah, what's your hit?
+5 to hit.
Is that with the rage?
Yeah, I don't think it matters. It only applies to the damage.
That's actually fine. You come across and you come down very, very hard, and as you come into him, there is a brief light that flashes around him, like a and you you can't tell exactly what happened, but it does seem that your axe is going through. So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Oh, 2d6. Okay.
You get a bonus from rage, right?
Yep. So it's +5 to whatever this is. Oof.
7.
+5 is 12.
That's
Okay. Halved. Who is anyone? None of you know arcane magic. The Drow.
What do you mean by arcane magic in this case?
Well, none of you are magic users.
No, I know a little drow magic. That's
I have fairy fire.
You three. Well, you both probably know a little bit. You probably are most familiar to be able to look and tell that this necromancer has some sort of shield that he has cast on himself in addition to doing this skeleton. So he's got something going on, but you can also tell that Django did some serious damage, and the necromancer is not happy about that. All right. So after that, next up in initiative order is Baldric.
Guess what?
Can we get a cunning plan, please?
We got one.
Good. I could use it.
Is there a skelly man inside?
There's two right in front of me.
Yeah, one's on the ground. He's
One's tripped and the other's standing on him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot the one that's on top because the other's down, so it's gonna take him a bit to get up.
Sure.
And I'm gonna shoot him with my crossbow.
Sure.
Longbow.
Sure.
12.
Okay. So you get your longbow back and you take aim and you shoot and you do a really great job at shooting the table. If that's what you were aiming for, you did great. Would you like to move any?
Why am I rolling so poorly?
Because you spent all of your energy on the cunning plan.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Shouldn't use that bonus action.
Bonus action. Create cunning plan. I'll use that.
You pull out a chalkboard and start writing down.
Let's see here. Something with babies, poison.
I'm yellow.
Beef baby bear.
No, I'm just gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay. All right. Next up in initiative order is Met.
Met. I need to get the hell out of Dodge. Could I? How far could I move and do my song of rest?
You can just move as far away as your speed will allow.
30.
Yeah, so you can move 30 and do your song of rest. You can go all the way back into the bar where everyone else is.
Yeah, I'll go back in the bar.
So you're just going to kind of hoof it.
And I'll play my song of rest, roll a d6, decide how much I heal to the party that can hear me.
Okay, sure.
I heal 3.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Okay, so everyone within earshot, which is all of you.
I give you up.
No, it's
Everyone's like, that's about 3 health. All right. Everyone restores 3 health. So you have helped the party. Next up in initiative order is Bark.
Bark, wrist, feel better. Bark, want bone.
Bark, big bones over here.
Bark, see bones. Bark, want to eat bone.
Okay, so you're going after the pile of skeletons. Okay, so you charge after the pile of skeletons. Make an attack roll. Yeah, you're gonna have plus, and it's gonna be enough to hit the skeletons. Okay, so go ahead and roll attack. You're attacking the top one.
Yes.
Okay, that was the one that Mal attempted to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, just roll d6. Add 2. 7.
7.
Very, very nice.
Bones.
And does he get knocked down? No, almost, but he's like kind of trying to fight to keep you off, and he pushes you back down. Next up in initiative order is our rogue.
Big surprise, I'm going to be attacking that same skeleton.
Okay.
With my short sword.
What's the big loss?
14. He's staggered currently, isn't he?
He's not staggered. He was just having trouble pushing the thing up, but he's up. So how much damage was it?
Oh,
What's the attack roll?
14.
Yeah, that is not gonna do it.
Really? Damn.
Not quite. You come at him.
Wait, no, I can use... Oh, no, it doesn't matter. Sneak attack's not going to boost it.
Nope. So you kind of wrestle with him a little bit, but you are not going to be able to actually hit him. You can move a little bit if you
Yeah,
like.
I'm going to
though.
need to do that. Let's shift back here.
Okay. That means that we start back up. Once again, Nick is dead. I'm going to erase Nick. Nick's dead. Nick has jugglery. Next up is the skeleton. Particularly the one on the bottom is first, which is a little inconvenient. So he's going to go trying to push the other one off. He kind of stands to his feet, and the only person in front of him is this wolf, and he's going to take a swing. Okay. So he doesn't manage to grab his sword. He rolled a 2, so he's really bad. But he was the one that fell through the window, so he's an idiot. His buddy, however, is standing right next to him and is going to go for you as well. He does hit you because his is your armor. What's your armor class?
14.
Okay, that's exactly what he had, 14, and he's going to do 4. Boom.
I want to smell this.
Okay. So he's dealt a little damage to you, and then finally is the blue-robed necromancer who's out there in front. He the light that was surrounding him is kind of like. You can tell that something is not quite right with it. He's holding his side, and there's just blood dripping out of him, and he goes, I think I need to make my escape. So he turns around, and he can't move very fast, but he's just starting to hobble away and try to go into that alley that you had witnessed earlier. Next up in initiative order is Django. Bald hair.
You can chase him.
All right.
Or you
Hey,
can-
he's not going anywhere. I'm chasing him.
Okay, and he has his back turned, so you're going to get advantage on whatever you choose to do to him. So you get to roll 2 d20s and take the higher result. Are you going to attack him?
Yes.
Okay.
18.
18. I don't think I'll need to roll again.
Well, in case you roll a natural 20, just roll.
It's not gonna hurt to roll.
Yeah. Oh, 14.
Okay, so 18. You hit. Roll damage.
Here he goes.
He's still enraged, right?
Yeah, rage doesn't end, I think, until the
Fight's over.
fight's over, I think.
Yeah, I believe that's the case.
Pretty sure that's how it works.
Let me make sure. 6 plus 5, so 11.
So he's just kind of like, oh yeah. It's very bad judgment, but he was just kind of in a pickle because he's watching everything going on and he's looking right at Django, but he's like, all right, I'm just gonna kind of get away here. So he starts to waddle away, and you're like, no, it's not doing that. So you're using your axe. You have a hand axe or a bellow axe?
I'm using the great sword.
Oh, you have a great sword. Okay.
Yeah.
So you come and you're just gonna stab him right through the gut from the back.
Whoosh.
Whatever. He goes right through him. When you pull out, he kind of goes, oh, and the light goes, doo, 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 and he falls on his face. When he does, the skeletons that are inside, hovering over you, just go, ah! And they fall into a pile of bones.
Do I have another bone?
You add to your collection.
All right.
You've got a big old pile of bones.
Plus 20?
Give yourself 20 bones.
Yeah.
So everyone seems to be okay. Everyone exits initiative. And you've got this face-down body laying in the dirt. Whenever everyone's standing there kind of in awe, you notice that Babel, who has been kind of watching from the shadows, walks out and says, is it over? Did you do it?
We did something.
I mean, everyone in the pub is gone and these guys are gone.
My goodness. I believe you might have done it.
Was that the leader? Who was that?
I've never seen that person before, but it looks as if maybe that seemed to be someone in high authority, perhaps the leader? I'm not sure. You can also recall that, who talked to Nick first? You talked to Nick? You talked to Nick. You can recall that Nick said that he was calling the leader, so you can presume that that was the leader of the Blue Faction.
Yeah.
So what would you like to do? You've got the guy face down in the dirt, and you're all
Search him.
standing around.
Can I search Nick?
Yep.
Yeah, you can search. He doesn't have much of it. It's like hanging on by a thread.
I say our rogue get first.
You don't find anything notable in Nick, but there is a stack of the cards that he had given to Bark. So it looks like he was kind of like
Recruiting.
Yeah, he was like door to door recruiting for the Blue Faction. Django is out there. So Django, when you flip the body of this guy over,
He's a skeleton now.
his face and his facial features are completely different from what they were before you attacked him.
Oh, that's weird.
And he resembles the governor.
Wow.
Babel walks over and he says, that's Governor Breffers. But how? How could this be? What happened? I watched everything go down. That wasn't Governor Breffers just a moment ago. But they search him and they say, yes, this was Governor Breffers. He must have been involved in some of this baby eating business.
I heard he was very unfair.
It was probably the taxes. It was probably the taxes.
Something to do with taxes.
You can't tax those darn babies. They must die.
Damn it.
Well, this calls for a celebration. Why don't we all go have a nice beef sandwich? You make the journey back to Thadal. You meet with Davel. Bavel comes with you. Everything rhymes for no reason whatsoever. Davel pays you. Everyone rejoices. She still has some bones in her pocket. The end. You did.
So the governor helped us to poison his own men.
We didn't mention the poison part to the governor. We mentioned it to Babel. Because her plan was just to get a room full of babies and distract them. He walked away before the poison was brought up.
I'd like to mention that I was not always a caveman wolf. I had a nice pretty name, Solara Vang. I was gonna be very refined and a very nice druid, and then something happened along the way.
Yeah, the very beginning happened.
And that happened. Thanks.
I think you had more fun this way, thank me.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I forgot that you talked to Breffers and told him the cunning plan. I was like, oh man, I'll have the necromancer be Breffers. That'd be fun. And then afterwards, you're like, oh, it's really weird that we killed this one guy.
Yeah, I know, he did.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we did clear it with the governor. He gave us the poison so that we could
Babel
poison.
gave you the poison. Whatever.
Something happened.
Plot hole, whatever.
Yeah, it came
Right around it.
I didn't actually use the book. Everything was off the top of my head, so it was all right.
So all you knew was just unfair governor.
I wanted
faction that eats babies. That's apparently good.
I wanted to at the beginning have people do world building, and we had some generic stuff: big, prosperous, 2 dividing factions, and then Massey was like, "Oh, did we mention they eat children?" And it's like, "Oh, this is going places."
See,
Was it a good place?
It was definitely a place.
I made things interesting.
You did. You really did.
I made things interesting.
You did.
Are you proud of me?
We also brought babies into it. We made a fake baby trap.
That was right under 2 hours, which is pretty good.
Yeah, that's very. It didn't feel like 2 hours. It felt like it felt like 30 minutes.
Yep. Cool.
I love you guys.
I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I'm sorry that I forgot that the governor to go do the thing.
One.
It's a plot hole.
Cool. What's this one?
It's 8 now.
Whatever it was, it ate enough.
Oh, I remember what I was going to do. I wrote a note for this. Ah, crap. My final note. I wrote a note about this. I should have followed it, but I missed the note that I wrote. The actual thing that I was going to do was, it wasn't going to be the governor, but you were going to, the necromancer was going to become a skeleton. You were going to go to talk to the governor and say, oh, we've actually seen this out in the woods, and then you would have had a chance to use the video camera footage. That's what it was going to be. But I forgot to do that.
But instead we killed him.
But instead, the governor was the bad guy.
It's gonna fit in there. It's just the right size.
Well, I hope you had fun.
Oh yes, yes,
That was
yes.
so awesome.
Always,
Oh my
always.
gosh, that was amazing.